I used to think the scariest thing about moving into an old house was the dust, the creaks, or maybe a few broken pipes, but I was wrong. It's what hides between the walls, what learns your footsteps that never lets you sleep again. My mom and I bought this old countryside house 1.5 years ago. It was supposed to be a dream home, quiet, peaceful, surrounded by trees. But it needed more work than we imagined. So for months, the place sat empty, except for the construction crew. I'd sometimes stop by at night just to check on things, but every time I did, I'd hear something. At first, it was just faint creaks, wood shifting, I thought. Then, slow, deliberate taps like knuckles brushing the inside of the walls. Once, I even heard pots and pans clanging, except there were no pots or pans in the house, not yet. That night, I'd opened the garage with the keypad. The metal door groaned as it rose, but the sound that answered wasn't mechanical. It was alive, pots crashing, metal echoing, a deep human shuffle from inside the house. I froze. For a long time I stood there, one hand hovering over the keypad. Finally I hit close, watched the garage door slide back down and left. After that I never went alone again. Months later, when the house was finally finished, Mom and I moved in. The weird noises had faded but never vanished. They'd return late at night, soft thuds, quiet bumps like someone brushing against the hallway walls. I tried to ignore it. I'd keep my fan running to drown the sounds. But last week I decided to turn it off to save energy. Big mistake. At 5 a.m. I woke up to a sharp click. It was the basement door. I listened frozen as something shuffled in the hallway outside my room. My mum was asleep on the other side of the house. I grabbed my phone, opened the 911 screen, but didn't call. I just waited. Minutes dragged. Then silence. I turned the fan back on, pretending I hadn't heard anything. By morning, everything felt normal except my kitten. He was hiding in the corner, eyes wide, hissing like he'd seen something I couldn't. He'd been calm for days, but now he was terrified again. His brother acted normal, which somehow made it worse. That night, I stayed awake in the living room, pocket knife beside me, just listening. Around 1 a.m., I heard it again. This time it was clear, footsteps crossing from one room to another. I dialed 911 again, but waited. My hands shook as I went to my mom's room. My dog started barking, half blind and trembling. Mom checked outside while I searched inside. We found nothing, not in the rooms, not in the attic. But the basement. We didn't dare check the crawl space. There's a small opening down there leading to a porch door. A perfect hiding place. I put tape across the basement door to see if it moved overnight. Then I sat in the living room, lights on, TV playing just loud enough to sound alive. I didn't sleep, just watched the hallway and waited. By morning, the tape was gone. Tomorrow, my brother and father are coming over to help me check every inch of that house, every crawl space, every hollow wall, every dark corner. But deep down, I think whatever's down there already knows we're coming. And I think it's waiting. So if this video ever ends without me finishing my story, just promise me one thing: don't move into a house that never sleeps, because it will start learning your name and your footsteps. And if you're still awake after hearing this, like and subscribe. You've just survived another night with me.